Hello and welcome to episode 41 on my knitting podcast. It's the first proper episode this year. I have just filmed my 2023 recap and you should have been able to see that maybe like a week ago. And I'm excited to be here with my first proper podcast this year. I am filming this one on January the 7th, I believe. Oh no, it's January the 6th. Yeah, there we go. I've been working in the night and I've already been writing January the 6th at work, then went to sleep and then kind of thought it was January 7th. No, it's January the 6th. Is that correct? Yes. So if I'm a little bit tired, sorry. I had a long night, but it's like midday now and I thought it was a good idea to quickly film an episode just to get back into the groove and to have maybe 2 episodes in January. I thought that would be fun. And this is just gonna be a classic episode like the ones that you know from me. I've already wished you a happy 2024, but if you're not a fan of recaps 2024, like year knitting recaps, then happy new year to you if you're joining me here for the first time this year. Alright, I'm excited for 2024. I have lots of knitting plans and I'm kind of trying to clean my palette, getting rid of works in progress. So this whole year is sort of under the plan of finishing my whips. I've announced the knit along in my last video. It's called the Free Your Needles Cull 2024. You're welcome to also free your crochet hooks or your sewing machine or whatever. So feel free to dig into like entering different whips that you have on the go that you want to finish. I didn't really explain the rules in the previous podcast, but the only rule is kind of it has to be a whip from previous years. It doesn't matter if it's been a whip for since the 28th of December 2023. It just should be a whip that you're entering in this year's cull. And I'm gonna be drawing a few winners throughout the year from Ravelry and Instagram. I have a Ravelry group. Feel free to just join the chatter there. And I'm just excited to maybe motivate you to join me in clearing some space and clearing some needles for new projects. Let's start with what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing my Catedral sweater by Claudia Quintanilla. It's a sweater that I've knit during their cull in the summer, and the yarn was kindly gifted by Unit Toronto. So this is one of my favorite sweaters from 2023. There we go. Very classical, super lovely design, and I wear it a lot. I wear it all the time. This is the first time I'm wearing it with the blouse, and actually I really like it. I think I need to do that more. I was thinking of changing the neckline a little bit, but now with a blouse, I feel like if I would loosen it up, it would be too loose. But yeah, I love how it looks with the blouse actually. So yeah, first time I'm wearing it like this, and I will for sure wear it again in that way. My first finished object is the Calm Down cardigan. So these are finished objects mostly from 2023. My Calm Down cardigan by Lily Kate Franz was a sweater or a cardigan that I knit for my sister. She really liked my version, so I made her one exactly the same buttons, everything exactly the same. So she was here visiting me in December, and I finally managed to knit this one for her. It was actually really quick, a quick knit for me. I've knit this one in like less than a month, I think, and that's a lot of knitting. She loves it, she's wearing it all the time, and it was a full success. I'm not going to go too deep into the details with this one because I've spoken about my version plenty of times, so you've seen it before. I'll just show you a picture here with us both wearing it. The next one is the Botanic Shawl by Stephen West. I'm going to show it to you, 1 second. So here we are. That's a huge finished object. I finished this one on 1st of January, so this is my first finished object for the year. And it has come out so nicely. There we go. It's a huge fade. Oh my god. Can I show it to you? There we go. I don't want to put it into the candle. There we go. So it's a huge fade with slip stitches and garter stitch, and then some garter ridge on the end here. And I love it. This one was a gift for my boyfriend, and he's very happy with it. He wanted a camel colored shawl, and that's what he got. Actually, the main color is the Simply Camel by Purl Soho. So it's real camel, and it is so soft and so nice and so drapey that I want to have one myself. I do have some leftovers from the camel, not that much maybe to finish a whole shawl, but maybe to be able to use it as a contrast color, yes. So I'll have a look what I find, but this is absolutely stunning, and I couldn't recommend this combination more. The gradient color is the Shoppelwolle edition number 3, kind of like a sport weight, I believe, 100% wool, and I love it. It's so good. Honestly, I absolutely love this one. It was a bit tedious to knit, I'll be honest. A bit boring, kind of, because this is all very much the same. But perfect palette cleanser throughout the holiday season, because, I mean, I'm sure you all were busy as well, you know how it is like working, getting ready for Christmas and New Year's and everything. So this was actually a perfect project for that. So that's the Botanic Shawl by Stephen West. He's loving it, very happy with it, and I'm very happy that he likes my present. So this is my second finished object. The next finished object is a test knit that I did for Ksenia Naidyon. She's the designer behind Life is Cozy. And this was a really quick and short test knit. And it was the Ruffle Pixie Bonnet. There we are. It's a super cute little baby hat, and it is the cutest. I made this one out of a DK Merino by this hand dyed yarn by my friend Marina from Strawberry Patches Yarns. She's based in New Zealand. She sent this one ages ago to me, and I love it. It might be merino and alpaca. I have to double check. But yeah, came out super nicely. Finally, I have found some, like a project that I could knit out of this one. And It's so cute, isn't it? Oh, I absolutely love it. So this is a present as well. I'm gonna leave our house soon to go to the recipient, and alongside with this I have to show you one thing. All right, so my boyfriend knows how to knit. He knows the knit stitch and the purl stitch maybe, and so he wanted to knit a little baby present as well, and we started with a blanket and it was going really slow. He just found it so boring, so eventually said, I think I want to knit a toy. So okay, well, that's a lot of work and it's a bit fiddly and you need to sew it together at the end. He's like, oh, well, I'm sewing, not sure if I can do it. Would you mind doing it for me? I said, no problem, I can do it, but you'll have to knit the pieces. And so he did. He was very reluctant on getting any help of me, which I think is fair enough. And I think he did a really good job. So I needed to show it to you. There you go. This is a little knitted teddy. Isn't it so cute? Oh, so there we go. It came out so nicely. Oh my god. So he finished this one. The only thing I did is that I embroidered the face and I sewed it all together. It was supposed to be like a panda in black and white. He decided to go for different colors, and yeah, this is gonna be a present as well. It was meant to be already at the recipient, but due to some, yeah, not so fun coincidences here, or circumstances, there was some air traffic control strike here in Iceland and lots of disruption, so we didn't manage to go and see the baby as intended, but this one is going there very, very soon, and it is just the cutest. Oh, so I'm not a fan of knitting like small things. It's definitely not like what I like to do, but I think it came out really nicely. So kind of a little bit of a finished object. Not so much from me. Let's go into works in progress. I have one, or kind of two works in progress at the same time. So I've started to knit an advent sock. I would love to tell you which yarn it is. I can't remember. It's a self-striping sock yarn that I've got ages ago. When I ordered it, it came a little bit late to knit it that year for Advent, so I decided to just knit it sometime later. Then I started again last year to knit it, and I cast on too few stitches, so the sock didn't fit. And so I cast on this year again, and there we are. We have some self-striping socks, and I've knit two at the same time. The other one still has the, so when I stored, I usually just pop the ball in here, so it doesn't unravel too much. So we've got two socks here. I've got my double pointed needles in some Knit Pro sock tubes, or sorry, double pointed needle tubes to protect my stitches. I love that I can just carry them that way, and that way I don't lose my stitches and the needles don't break. So these are one of the few knitting accessories that I really love, and I'm carrying it away in my Hoyer bag. It's a lovely little bag that I purchased from Camille Knits. She sometimes has these bags. I'm not so sure who's really making them. I have to ask her if it's her, but they're lovely. So this is a really lovely little bag, and I store my Advent socks in here. Obviously I didn't manage to finish them in time, so this is part of my Free Your Needles Cull 2024, so 1 month I will be finishing these. The next works in progress is actually, I've just started swatching for it, or just swatched for it, and it's the Mudo sweater by the Petite Knitteur. A nice colorwork, simple colorwork sweater. I've bought the yarn, so this is the Wool Dreamers Mota. I've bought this yarn at Barcelona Knits, and I've just swatched with it. I've also washed the swatch, so usually if I need to knit in the round, I just cast on enough stitches that I can knit easily in the round, and I just knit. The weird thing is, so I don't know if you can tell, so the lower part here is knit with a bigger needle size than the upper part, but the upper part is actually bigger. Now, I really don't know what to do. Should I knit again, knit a swatch again, or should I just cast it on? I think I'm just gonna cast it on, to be honest. I think what I'm gonna do is, because it looks like that my gauge is ever so slightly bigger, I'm gonna go for 3.5 needles, which gives me a little bit of a bigger gauge than intended. And then I'm gonna just go for a size that is just on the cost of being maybe a little bit too small. I'm not gonna do much maths. I think I'm just gonna go with the flow. It will work. I think I'm gonna go with a size that gives me like 2 centimeters of positive ease and hoping for the best. It's knit top down, so I can kind of probably see if it works or not. And if it really doesn't work, I can rip it back. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be casting this on tonight, so I have something to work on. I had plans on this being my birthday sweater, but my birthday is in 6 days. I don't think I can knit a full sweater in 6 days, but it's something nice to knit on over the next days. Yeah. What else? Yeah, my last works in progress. And this is part of my Freer Needles cull. And this one is almost finished. So I've started a half and half rep ages ago. I think at the end of 2022 maybe, or beginning 2023. It's a half and half rep by Purl Soho. It's a free pattern. I know you've seen it many times. And I'm basically just doing the free needle bind off on one side now. And all I have to do is finish the free needle bind off of, I probably have like 230 stitches left. And then I have to pick up stitches here and do an applied free needle bind off on the brown side here, and then I'm done. Shouldn't be that hard. I should be able to make that happen in the next few days. When I started on this one again, I had about this much left to knit, which doesn't look a lot, but the thing is, at the end, if you're coming to the end of this project, you have very long lines, so it was a fair bit of knitting that I did over the last few days. I have some progress markers here, one really super cute one that I got as a present from a viewer at Barcelona Knits. You know who you are, thank you so much, it's so cute. So, a little eye that is protecting me. So, I've been motivating myself with with stitch markers. Yeah, I should be able to finish this. Maybe I can finish this tonight. Or maybe I can just start with my Mudo sweater. I might start my Mudo sweater and leave this one. I'm going on a work trip tomorrow, and at work, on work trips, when I'm away in a hotel, I like to have like something really easy to work on, and a free needle bind off is really easy. So I might take that with me and finish it there. Yeah, so these are my works in progress, not that many. Well, the ones that we're counting at the moment. I have, as I've told you before, I've got 12 works in progress that need to be finished on top of that. So a bit of live chat. Plans for January this year are not that many, or I say that now, I'm not thinking about it. Yes, actually, I do have a lot of plans. So I'm gonna go to Germany over the next week, which I'm excited about. I'm gonna see some family and hopefully spend some time with some friends. I'm also starting university again, so I had a nice break of university in December, or end of December. That was so nice. And then it's gonna start again, so not so excited for that. But then on the other hand, I want to learn Icelandic, and I've realized that I do understand a fair bit now, but I really need to study a bit more, not just attend classes. So this is going to be my goal for this year, to just be maybe a little bit more involved with it. And also, I just have to start speaking it. I'm like super self-conscious of speaking it. I can I listen to the radio, and I mean, I don't understand much of the radio, but I do understand words, which is already an improvement. And when I'm with colleagues that work at work that speak Icelandic, I understand what they're talking about. So yeah, I do understand what the conversation is about. Sometimes I even understand smaller details, but yeah, this is a goal for this year, to really maybe indulge myself a little bit more into learning Icelandic and speaking Icelandic. And yeah, and then obviously it's winter season now, and riding season has started, which is so nice. The horse that I take care of is back in the stable, and I'm excited to go riding. I haven't been riding yet because the weather has been terrible here. I mean, it's been lovely and snowy, and snow is not a problem. You can go horse riding in the snow, but what happened is that it had snow before, so we had loads of snow on the ground. Then it started to melt, which meant that we have now a nice layer of ice. And then it started to rain, so this ice has even like set down further and is like now basically just like a plate of ice. And either it's gonna be warming up over the next stage, which I think it is, so it's all gonna melt and then we can just go riding again, or it needs to snow properly so we can go riding in the snow. Either or. I don't really care what it is, but it would be nice to go riding. Yeah, these are my plans for January. I think at the end of the month I have a nice work trip coming up as well, where I might be able to sneak a little bit of knitting in. I'm still working on that. Hopefully that works out. And other than that, I think it's just gonna be a nice month, full of like seeing family and yeah, doing all the nice things, I think. So let me know, what are your plans for this month? Are you excited for January 2024? Or like, I mean, we're already halfway through by the time I upload this video. But are you excited for the year? Let me know. Let me know what you're knitting on. It's always nice to get some inspiration. If you want to join knitting the Mudo sweater, feel free. I'm going to be knitting it alongside with Marlene from Marlene Knits. When we met at Barcelona Knits, we both realized that we were planning on knitting this one. So we decided to just do a little informal knit along. So feel free to jump in as well. I'm sure she won't mind. And yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Bit of a shorter one, but I think short episodes are sometimes fun as well. So yeah, all I can say, keep on knitting, and then I see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye.